And welcome to the Age of Exploration Research Project. Here is our plan. I'm going to walk you through this document. This is a Hyperdoc, which means that you will be able to edit it. Anywhere that you're looking at yellow, you can type and edit, and that space will grow for you. It will accommodate you. This first page just talks about our standards, what we're looking at, how we're moving forward. Tells you what types of things I am looking for. It's more helpful for your teacher than it is for you. I get that, and I'm appreciative that you let me put that on there. On this second page tells us why we're doing it. Our purpose is to understand and identify some of these motivations for why people came to explore the early Americas. And we're going to do that by looking at an explorer. I have learning targets, and these will help you through. You can read through them outside of this video. I don't want to read through them with you because this video will be pretty long anyway, and it will just become super long if we start reading through it all. But here is how I'm going to be evaluating you and grading you. You'll see in order to get the 4.0, you'll have 5 to 6 specific examples for exploration and the outcome, kind of like the impact. And you're going to be rocking that out. Now we get into the actual project itself, and these next few pages are the ones where we're going to see some yellow spaces. So for example, here, if you were going to do your project on Magellan, when you're typing, do you see how this space continues to grow as you are typing? You can say anything that you'd be answering for that, and it will just fit perfectly into that box. So you'll be putting in who you select to research, their date of birth, their date of death, their location of birth. Some of these explorers you might find don't have a very clear date of birth. Records were hard to keep, and a lot of these people didn't know if they'd be famous later on in life. And by the time they learned that they were famous for doing something, no one had bothered to write down when they were born, or they moved and they didn't take those records with them. So some of these might be hard to find. Then we get into the exploration section, and this is just answering some questions. We can type those out into the box, like where did the exploration occur? What was the spot in the year? What were they looking for? Why were the voyages undertaken? What problems did the explorer face? What happened in those problems? Some of your explorers were paid to travel, and some countries paid them to do this work. So what countries might have paid for this explorer to travel? Then we get into the impact section. And this we're going to talk about why is the person famous? What was the result? What did they learn? Maybe you have some interesting facts and some stories to tell me. You can put that into this space. I also gave you a box here, and this is just for any other information that you'd like. As you're doing your research, you might learn something else, and you could certainly put that into this box. I'm going to have you use some books and websites, and I'm going to link to that in a different video so that this one is focused only on the assignment and what we're doing. To access those books and websites, you'll view a different video. And our yellow boxes are here so we know that we can type in, maybe you might be doing your Magellan project and you'll use Magellan's diary. And we'll put the title into these yellow boxes. Remember, our yellow boxes will grow as we're doing our writing. The impact statement. This is one of my favorites. It's also one that is a little bit more difficult, and so I've made it easier for you by showing you an example. Our impact statement. I have you recopy this onto some loose leaf paper. This is just so that we can have a practice copy, and you'll be filling in the blanks with the information that you've learned from your research. Now, if I scroll all the way back up, I have an impact section. This is where you'll be getting some of that information. All of our yellow boxes will grow, and I've shown you where my yellow boxes are. I've highlighted my writing for the example. So here you'd be putting down the name of your explorer. So I would say Magellan was an explorer who made a great impact on the world. Do you see how this sentence here is the same as this sentence there? In the year 1492, so here I have in the year, so I'm going to put down my year right here, and I talk about what he did. Then we have the results of Columbus's exploration in my example. One result of, so here I would write again, Magellan's exploration. You'll be filling out this paragraph exactly half of the research you've already done. This one's a pretty easy one because we did our impact statement right up here. By the time you get to these lower sections in this packet, you've done a lot of work, and so the words will come pretty simple for you. After that, I want you to proofread. I'm going to have you go through and make sure that everything is spelled correctly. Then you'll just put your initials here. My initials are Mr. G. I had my friend look over my paragraph for some spelling and grammar issues. And that's our packet. I'm going to link below the video to how to access some of our research items. I'm super thrilled to see what you're about to do. I can't wait to learn about all the research that you're having in your Explorer section, and I'm excited to see what you come up with.